Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, we're going to be discussing the 2018 film Second Act, starring Jennifer Lopez, Leah Remini, Treat Williams, and Vanessa Hudgens. Of course, when this movie came out in 2018, it got some pretty poor reviews, and I don't know why. I mean, I saw this movie for the first time just the other day, after many months of trying to watch this film, and it's not as bad as people thought it was. Well, maybe because it was too similar to movies like Working Girl and Taking Care of Business, the John Belushi film back from 1990. Maybe it is a little bit in terms of from the business angle of it. Excuse me, but I'm going to get into that more in a minute. As well as the subplot with Vanessa Hudgens' character, which I'm always going to get into. Of course, this movie is about Jennifer Lopez, 43 years old, and she's working in at the time, even though she's about 5 years old, actually 5 years older at the time the movie came out. But anyway, she plays a worker in like a Walmart type store, and like a big supermarket chain. And she wants to be the manager of the store because she's worked there for longer than anybody. She's worked there for 15 years, and thinks about time that she earned this promotion because she worked there for 15 years. She does a great job. The people in the neighborhood love her and all that stuff. But the problem was that she didn't get the job as a promoter. They gave it to a guy because he has something that Jennifer Lopez doesn't have, and that's a college degree. Not only does Jennifer Lopez's character does not have a college degree, she also doesn't even have a high school diploma, because she had to drop out of high school because she got pregnant and gave birth when she was 16 years old and gave the baby up for adoption, which is an important plot point because of what happens towards the end of this movie, which I'm eventually going to get into. So what happens is the son of her best friend, of Leah Remini's character, sets up this whole fake social media profile for J-Lo's character, saying that she's college educated, she has an MBA from Harvard, she knows business, she used to work as a consultant, and she does get hired as a consultant for this movie for Trent Williams' company, and his daughter, who's played by Vanessa Hudgens, and so they have this they liked her resume and social media stuff so much, and they believed everything. It's like they believed everything that they were told or shown on J-Lo's social media accounts of what she is. That she's very active. She climbs Kilimanjaro or Mount Everest, whatever mountain she was climbing up in the pictures and the profile and stuff. Even though it was all completely totally fake. This company likes the social media stuff, so they hire her based on that, and so far in the company she was actually doing pretty well. There was some flubs along the way, but she was doing well enough that she developed her own 100% natural face makeup. And the company says, "Oh, this is great," approved her idea. And as she was trying to prove her idea, there's other co-worker, not Vanessa Hudgens' character, but somebody else, a guy who works at the company, for this whole thing was falling to him, and does some background work, and was about to blow the whistle that Jennifer Lopez's character wasn't who she says she is, but on the second hand, Jennifer Lopez says to blow the whistle on herself, and announces to the entire company, the board of directors, the shareholders, the whole thing, that she wasn't who she says she was. That a friend of her, that her godson set up this whole account for her, so he could get a better job because he don't have a college degree, he had to drop out of high school and all this other stuff. But a friend tried to do me a favor so he could get a better job, and luckily I got the job despite of it. I mean, because she was afraid that this other coworker would blow the whistle, but she didn't want to live the rest of her life based on a lie. And so that's why she blew the whistle on herself. And meanwhile, she did end up getting fired from this company. And usually in a story like this company will keep her on. Like in Working Girl, for example. That's why I made the references to Working Girl as someone who's not qualified to be in the position that Mike Griffith was in, ends up getting a pretty decent job at another company at the end of the film, and the Working Girl. And of course, it was like similar to that, where Jennifer Lopez doesn't have any production whatsoever. She gets this job at this company, and usually at the end of the movie, the owner of the company keeps her on, despite of the lie. But I guess it was to Jennifer Lopez quit. She either quit that job or she got fired, and she decides to start her own company with her friends, Leah Remini and some of the other friends from her the store that she used to work at, and the first part of the film. And then what happened was, like I mentioned earlier, she had a subplot where she gave up her baby. She got pregnant when she was 16. That's when she had to drop out of high school, and ended up getting her GED, but she never went to college. Even though people with GEDs do go to college, but she didn't do that, and she struggled the rest of her life as a worker. But the baby turned out to be Vanessa Hudgens' character, who was the daughter of the owner of the company that J-Lo worked her way into and getting the job with. And so at first they were getting along okay, and then they found out that Jennifer Lopez was actually the mother of the child, and they asked her, how come you never looked for me? I mean, Vanessa Hudgens said, how come you never looked for me? And she said, well, because when I put you up for adoption, the adoption agency told me not to have contact with you, not even to look for you, not even if you were 18 years old, that you're no longer a minor. Even at that point, they told me not to look for you. So it's their fault. Even though that Vanessa Hudgens' character and Treat Williams were looking for who the birth mother was, and it just had to be like dumb luck that the Jennifer Lopez was her biological mother, and then when the lie came out, when J-Lo made the lie, they at first she got mad. Vanessa Hudgens' character, she gets mad at her and J-Lo for lying to her. But then after time, she realizes that J-Lo did what she had to do just to earn a living and trying to improve herself and trying to improve her net worth and stuff. And so at the end of the movie, they bonded again by the end of this film, and it looks like things are going to be working out for J-Lo in this film. I didn't think you can understand the too many plot holes in this film, but I didn't think it was that not too many subplots, I should say. Too many subplots in this film, but I didn't think it was as bad of a movie as people said it was when the movie came out. And knowing that, I have no fond memories of this movie. That's because this movie was filmed in my neighborhood, which is in, those of you who don't know, this movie, even though parts of this movie was filmed in Ozone, Queens, or they said it was Ozone, Queens, but at the beginning of the movie, and a little later on, when they had this competition with J-Lo and Vanessa Hudgens in this makeup company, they had scenes in Woodside, Queens, which is the area of Queens where I live in, and I actually saw Jennifer Lopez filming that scene where she was jogging, and she was jogging towards me, but in the film it's edited, she was jogging away from the camera. It was on like 60th Street and Woodside and Roosevelt Avenue, by the way. That's where it was at the very beginning of the film. Roosevelt Avenue, where she was jogging in a gray jogging suit, and when she's jogging away from the camera, I'm standing right in front of her. I am not joking. I'm right in front of her. You couldn't see me because the way the scene was blocked and the camera was focused on J-Lo. But I'm literally right in front of her, and that's how I got the picture and the video of Jennifer Lopez Please find that video on my YouTube channel of Jennifer Lopez jogging. From your scene in New York, you can you do a search on my YouTube channel and you can see that video. It's not a very long video, but you can see her. And there's another scene like a couple blocks over at Donovan's Bar, Pub, and Grill. It was on 58th Street and Roosevelt Avenue. It was where they filmed a scene inside, and Donovan's was in front of a big fireplace. It's in the bar and grill. And there's another scene that's in front of the 61st Street Woodside station along the number 7 train in New York City, because there's a beauty supply shop, and there was one of J. Lo's colleagues who was interviewing people in front of it. So it's pretty interesting to see. All three of those scenes were filmed on the same day. I know the scene of Donovan's was, the scene with J. Lo jogging, that was. I thought it was all going to be they were going to be filming, and when they filmed the other scene as well in front of this beauty supply store. So it's kind of interesting to see where they filmed everything. It was all pretty much in the same area, within a few 3 or 4 blocks of each other. It was pretty interesting to see. But I did kind of like the movie. It was not as bad as I said it is. I did like J. Lo's performance, and it does remind me of Working Girl a lot. I'm talking about the Melanie Griffith movie from 1988, that film, and also a little bit of Taking Care of Business with J. Lo with all the business stuff. So that's my review of the movie Second Act. Please click on the video, please rate it. Please subscribe to my channel. Please forward this video on your Facebook pages. And check out all my reviews and on my YouTube channel at rallyc.com, so WDY, and C.com, so homepage of Rally Reviewer, Christine Moore. Please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.